There is a massive, and I mean a massive crisis happening right now as we speak in the state of Florida, and I'm not even sure anything is being done. Actually, I'm not even sure if anything can be done. There's trouble ahead. So back in 2020, a lot of people moved to Florida during the pandemic for a whole lot of reasons. Some of it was political, some of it was because they could work remotely, and a lot of people moved here because it was cheap. That's not the case anymore. Now, in this case, I'm not talking about inflation. Yes, of course, inflation has a lot to do with the high costs. I'm talking specifically about insurance, because what happened right after all these people moved here? A massive hurricane decimated the state. So in today's video, we are talking about the one thing that's on everyone's mind if you are in Florida. It's causing a lot of fear, it's causing a lot of frustration, and that is the rising cost of homeowners insurance. Just imagine if out of nowhere you had to pay a ton of extra money just to keep your house safe from disaster. Unfortunately, that is a terrifying reality for a lot of Florida residents right now, including myself. All right, first let's talk about why homeowners insurance is so crucial. It's kind of like having a protective shield. So if something terrible happens, like a hurricane or a fire or a break-in, home insurance helps to fix it or replace it, and without it, families could be in a lot of trouble. And right now, Florida is in a dangerous situation. Yes, it is a stunningly beautiful state. It's why we live here, but it's also a target for hurricanes and storms that could destroy homes. And because of that, insurance companies charge way more to protect homes here. And unfortunately, the reality is that Floridians are being squeezed dry by these high insurance costs. And Floridians are drowning in expenses right now. We're paying on average $3,300 a year more for insurance than the national average. And you probably don't need me to tell you that that is money that could be spent on other necessities instead of being swallowed up by insurance premiums. And it's a financial strain that is causing a lot of anxiety and a lot of frustrations. And a lot of homeowners are having a difficult time finding private companies to insure their home. So they have no choice but to resort to the company that was supposed to be the last resort, which is Citizens Insurance. And again, Citizens is supposed to be the last resort, and because so many homeowners are now using them because they have no choice, it's overwhelming Citizens. It is just a ticking time bomb, and I am not sure that any efforts that are currently being made or spoken about are going to solve the problem. And the big fear is that if there is a big hurricane, unfortunately, and it's not if, it's when, that Citizens Insurance won't be able to handle it. Imagine if everyone in your neighborhood needs to take money from the same piggy bank after a massive storm. Of course, that piggy bank would soon run out of money, and that's a concern with Citizens right now. Again, the fear is that if that happens, Citizens Insurance could go bankrupt and therefore not able to help any of those families. And whether you like it or not, whether you agree with it or not, whether you like our governor or dislike our governor, doesn't matter. They did try to step in and start a new program called My Safe Florida program. I could probably do an entire video just on that topic, but needless to say, it's kind of a disaster. So the gist of it is, it was supposed to make homes safer by giving homeowners $10,000 that they can use to fix up, secure their home to make it safer during a storm. And not surprising, the program ran out of money very quickly. There's a lot of rules and regulations that just made it very confusing and very complicated. And again, there's lots of people who applied for it, and now they're just kind of stuck waiting to hear what the game plan is, and of course, angry and frustrated. And of course, there's nothing we love more than broken promises from a government-funded program, which happened in this case. It reopened with some new rules, and yeah, that didn't work out so well. It was confusing, it caused a lot of frustrations. The money was supposed to be given out in stages, and it just never got to the people who really needed it, and honestly, people were just ticked. Especially those people who are in desperate need of making those repairs to protect their homes if and when a hurricane comes. It's kind of like promising your kids can have dessert, but then making them wait forever. We the people, we just want to protect our homes, so any help that you can give us, we'll take it. So in my opinion, until this problems get resolved, however that may be, I wish I had the answers, there are a lot of people who are moving out of the state because it is no longer affordable. Some people can't get insurance, and if they can get insurance, it is just crushing them financially. So it seems like there have been some insurance companies who left the state, and have now come back because some of the rules have changed. Hopefully that helps a little bit. Citizens insurance, if you can find private insurance, try to avoid using them because, like I said, they are supposed to be kind of the backup to the backup plan when it comes to insurance. The MySafe Florida Home Program, kind of a disaster. However, it is still up and running. So my recommendation, and again, I'm not an insurance expert, go apply, see if you can get the money, even if you have to wait, because waiting for something might be better than doing nothing and not having any money. And there's no question, this is a crisis because we are in the peak of hurricane season and it's bound to happen. And I don't think the state is prepared for it if it does happen. So did not do this video to scare the heck out of you. There's lots of great resources that are available. I'll put some links in the description down below. If you currently have insurance, I highly recommend that you reach out to them. If you have insurance and you don't love it, call around to see if you have any other options. Reach out to Citizens Insurance to see if maybe they can help you. But again, they are the insurance company of last resort. So unfortunately, a private company is probably the best bet. And again, if I can find a link to all the companies that came back, I'll put that in the description down below. We are in the same boat as you are. We live here. We're not freaked out about it. We of course have our hurricane supplies, batteries, radios, fans, make some ice, do all the things that you can do to at least be prepared if and when that hurricane comes. Hey, by the way, if this is your first time checking out our channel, hello and welcome. We don't usually do videos that are these sad and frustrating. And if you're a returning viewer, welcome back to the channel. My name is Adam Miller with the 941 Lifestyle Group. I'm a real estate agent and a lifestyle matchmaker. Sorry to bring you down with some harsh realities, so do me a favor, watch this next video. It's at least a little more uplifting. And of course, if you have any questions about real estate in Florida, my contact information is down below. Thank you guys for watching this video. We'll see you next time.